Let's open up Matthew chapter 8. It's going to be a long passage, but bear with me. We're going to read the first 17 verses. Matthew chapter 8, first 17 verses. It says here, When he came down from the mountain, great crowds followed him, and behold, a leper came to him and knelt before him, saying, Lord, if you will, you can make me clean. And Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him, saying, I will, be clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Jesus said to him, See that you say nothing to anyone, but go show yourself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded for a proof to them. When he had entered Capernaum, a centurion came forward to him, appealing to him, Lord, my servant is lying paralyzed at home, suffering terribly. And he said to him, I will come and heal him. But the centurion replied, Lord, I am not worthy to have you come under my roof, but only to say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I too am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. And I say to one, Go, and he goes, and to another, Come, and he comes. And to my servant, Do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, he marveled, and said to those who were following him, Truly I tell you, with no one in Israel have I found such faith. I tell you, many will come from the east and west and recline at the table with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven, while the sons of the kingdom will be thrown into the outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And to the centurion Jesus said, Go, let it be done for you as you have believed. And the servant was healed at that very moment. And when Jesus entered Peter's house, he saw his mother-in-law lying sick with a fever. He touched her hand, and the fever left her, and she rose and began to serve him. That evening they brought to him many who were oppressed by demons, and he cast out the spirits with a word, and healed all who were sick. This was to fulfill what was spoken by the prophet Isaiah. He took our illnesses and bore our diseases. What if you were given the task to heal someone? I know this is way, way crazy. But to heal someone, Jesus can. This is something not normal. Whatever the illness is, he can take care of it, as we read in these passages. Leprosy, crazy disease, right? A paralytic, or a person with a high fever, or what it seems to be an illness as well. About a week ago, my daughter had a high fever, and we started praying and didn't know what to do. Called the doctor, told about all the symptoms that we were experiencing, and we're hoping that she would get better. But as I read these passages, I became amazed that Jesus is able to heal any kind of disease, any kind of illness. This is an amazing thing. He sometimes wants to touch, and he touched the paralytic, and he made that paralytic clean when, the leper. He touched the leper when usually it was the other way around. The leper made everybody, sick. He wasn't supposed to touch anybody. But Jesus' cleanliness, his power over illnesses, made that leper clean. And then the paralytic, he didn't have to come. He just said a word, and he became well. Every single one of these situations, yes, faith is present. It's very important, and that's part of the equation, if you will. But that power that Jesus has, that power to be able to heal any illness, and no matter who you are, where you're from, and what the illness is, he's able to do this. Can you imagine you call your doctor, and your doctor says, look, I can come and heal your daughter. That would be an amazing thing. That person would come and take away that illness of your child. I really sincerely believe that if Jesus was present here on earth today, he would most likely be in hospitals healing people. That he cares for people's souls. He cares for people's bodies as well, healing them. And he doesn't need to be there. That's the most amazing thing. So on the fourth day, by the way, my daughter's fever went away. Now, you might attribute it to, her immune system defeating whatever virus that she got, or illness that she got. But I sincerely believe that Jesus from his throne said a word and allowed my daughter to get well. Now, you're probably thinking a harder question. Well, what about all of those other people that are suffering or that passed away, the people that are experiencing this virus, the COVID virus, different kinds of viruses, of course? What about them? Couldn't Jesus say to them, be well and allow them to get well and be healthy? Yeah, he can. And there's a lot of, that's a hard question, first of all, but there's a lot of passages that shed light on the intentions that Jesus can have. He has this power. You have no doubt, we have no doubt that Jesus has this power, and yet he has different intentions. And there's a lot of passages. I'll just remind you one about Lazarus. Remember, he knew about Lazarus, that he was sick, and he didn't come on purpose. He knew there was an opportunity here, and he knew what he was supposed to do. And so when Lazarus died, Jesus came and then resurrected Lazarus. There was a reason for that suffering that Jesus allowed. And so he knew in advance that Lazarus was going to be resurrected, that he had this power. So can you imagine this? Think about this. There are situations that people can't explain why these sufferings happen, but you can be sure that Jesus will resurrect everybody. In Revelations, it says that even those who did not believe in him, the wicked, will be resurrected as well. They will stand before the great white throne and be judged for their deeds. But Jesus has the power to heal. And those times that he doesn't heal and death comes about, he has a different amazing ability, the power to be able to resurrect. And there's intentions behind that. All glory be to him. So as you go about praying and just pondering today, think about Jesus' ability to heal. He knows, and he's able to. He knows you very well, and he knows what you're going through. And if it should come to about your friends, your family, or even you should suffer an illness, remember, there's an intention that Jesus has behind it that will bring you the most amount of good in the end, and also him the most amount of glory. Be blessed.